Hello everyone, and welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jody and this is Russ Lover's Garage. What we're working on today, if you saw in the previous video, we took the door panels and handles and everything out of the Ford, out of the truck, getting ready for the Super Nats coming up next month. And just trying to do some things to spruce it up a little bit without spending a whole pile of money. I mean, that's kind of like where hot rodding got its start, I guess. You take what you got and make the best out of it. But I've got some fairly decent door handles, door pull handles here. This particular one, I've already started cleaning up it and getting it ready. And then the actual latch handle itself, hope the camera can pick it up, but that's what it looked like before. And this is what it looks like after we got done. And I'll show you exactly what I'm using and how I'm going about doing it to try to make it look a little bit better. We're going to take it one step further. The door panels that we're putting in there, again, those came from a man, James Mitchell, up at Misfit Fab. Those are flat black with silver accents, both satin finish as well as the shiny chrome polished look. So that's not going to go very well against a red door handle. So we're going to do the most economical way we can to get these things black, and I'm going to show you a step that if you work in auto body or you work in upholstery, you know about. But if you're like me, somebody had to show you, somebody had to lead you on to this. And many years ago, the Oldsmobile, that interior that's in that car was actually a beige vinyl. And we did this exact same process to it to turn it red. And it's in bad shape now, but it lasted 35 plus years doing this process. So stick around. We're going to polish on this thing, rub on them, clean them up, and we're going to make them look completely different than what they are right now. Thanks for watching. It's going to be difficult to get everything in frame here, but the polish that I'm using is your mother's mag and aluminum polish, and a piece of triple zero steel wool. This is at any auto parts house in the country. This stuff can be picked up at the hardware store, Walmart, anywhere that sells house paint or automobile parts. I think I bought this at our local hardware store, and it does a tremendous job polishing and cleaning up this stainless steel that we're working on here. I've got some overspray. These handles, pull handles, were actually blue, and I don't know exactly how or who wound up getting them to be red. I'm pretty sure Pop probably had a little something to do with that, or my buddy Daniel, because they were all time into something, changing things around, making them better for their world. So that's what we're going to try to do here. I'm going to bring the camera around here on the other side so you guys can see the difference of what I'm working with here. All right, this is the shiny piece that we worked on. You can still see some pitting and some just some age there. This is what we're going to start out with, and as you can tell right there, it's a good angle. It's got a lot of oxidation, a lot of pitted rust on it. If you lay them side by side, you can certainly tell the difference. So we're gonna try to get this one to look like that one, and it won't take a whole lot of effort. Same situation with the door handle. We've got this one pretty much cleaned up, got it somewhat shiny, definitely better looking. Well, drop it and throw it in the floor. Certainly better looking than this one. So let's get busy, see if we can't make these old things come back to life. I have found in rubbing this stuff on in a situation like this, and it works a little different on wheels, but I have found that put it on really thick, almost to being a moist application. The thicker the better, and then just let it, once you get it rubbed down, you think you broke through everything, just kind of let it sit there for a minute, and it'll begin to do its thing. You may have to do this a couple different times, but at least right now in the market, this is the best combination. If you guys know of something better, by all means put it in the comments, because not only would I like to know, but probably everyone watching the videos would also like to know they come across this. I'm never above listening to someone else's better idea than trying it for myself. After all, that's how we learn stuff, right? All right, we're going to leave that and let it dry for just a second. Okay, we're going to work on the actual latch handle itself here. Same type thing. Let's get the camera adjusted around here just a little bit. Same type situation. I'm going to put it on really, really thick. And on something like this that's got some pitting on it, you're going to feel that. I don't know if you can really tell it, but this is really thin where I've worked this stuff down. I actually got a hole in it, so we'll get a little extra rolled up. But you can actually feel it, and the more you rub it, the slicker it'll get. Obviously, that's how you know that you're cutting through the rust and hopefully winding up with a finish. Maybe not like new, but close. And then again, like I say, keep in mind you may have to do this a couple times before you get it exactly the way that you want it. This is dried into a decent haze at this point. I'm going to take a lint-free rag, just kind of wipe it down, kind of see where we're at. And right in there, I got it really thick. Well, I'll tell you what, considering all of the overspray and the paint and stuff that was on it, that's not a bad 5-minute cleanup. A little bit more polish down in there. And again, I think the key is just allowing this stuff to lay and dry in. I don't know if there's a chemical reaction. I'm not smart enough to figure all that out, but I just know it works. All right, let's see what our little handle looks like now. Quite a bit different, quite a bit better. Got rid of all the oxidation, got a lot, probably half of the, there we are, see the reflection, red light's on, camera's working. Idiot in action, I guess is what that says. It's been my experience dealing with this stuff in the past. We're not going to get much better than that, but it is tremendously better than what we started out with. So now, I guess the next phase would be to get these things ready for prep, and got to do a little bit of taping to do that. All right, we do not want to get the paint up on our silver stuff that we just got done cleaning and polishing. So we're gonna tape it up. Alrighty, well, what we've done, all of the silver's been taped up, even down into the back side of the handle here. So now what we've got to do, get all of the red, all of the vinyl's got to be cleaned. I just wanted to take a minute and get a really good close-up run of what these door handles actually look like. Again, I'll pick this one up, see where we've taped it all in on the aluminum or stainless. Actually, it is aluminum. In order to keep any overspray may get on it. What I've done in the way of prep is just simply, I went to my local hardware store here in town, Hometown Hardware, and I bought Sunnyside denatured alcohol. And I used a Harbor Freight roll of paper towels. This is just a single piece, nothing fancy. I used one side for one handle, one side for the other, wet the rag down, paper towel, wipe them down really, really good. And the next step is the key to making these things last a long time. So here we go. The secret, if you will, and I don't think it's much of a secret, but a lot of folks don't think about it. In this case, I've got acrylic lacquer in the form of a spray bomb in semi-gloss black. Okay, that's going to be a close match to what the door panels are going to be, and it will allow the contrast that's built into the door panels by James to really stand out. Okay, we're taking paint that's designed really to go on a flat surface that doesn't really move, be it metal, aluminum. Oh, metal is aluminum, right? Okay, I'm still awake or sleepy or something. I don't know what I am really. But nonetheless, we're trying to take paint that's designed to go on a static surface that doesn't really move. This is vinyl. Actually, it's foam colored vinyl, so when you grab a hold of it, pull on it, it's going to want to give and pucker in places. Okay, how do you make a paint that's not designed for that to work and last in that application? It's real simple. What I've got here is a Duplicolor plastic adhesion promoter. I'm not sponsored by anybody, guys. These videos come out of my pocket. So Duplicolor, you know, if they make money off of it, more power to them. They're not making money off my channel, or they're not paying me to do it anyway. So, but it is a good product. What we do is we're going to spray this on. We're going to allow it to dry. And basically this stuff, without something on top of it, it will always kind of stay tacky. And if you don't really get it covered good enough with a paint or an epoxy or a urethane, it really can be a mess. But this is the key to get a paint that's not designed in the application to work. So all I'm going to do is put a coat of this on these door handles, allow them to flash off for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or whenever I think about coming back over here to work on them, and then we'll put the black on them. But again, you saw what they looked like before. We're just going to simply get everything out of the way. We don't want to get sticky, and we're going to spray these things down. Just bear in mind, you do not want to handle the door handles. You've got them cleaned with the denatured alcohol, so we want to leave them alone. And you just spray the stuff on there just like you would the paint. Just put a good coat on there, make sure it's wet. And let her dry. Especially here on the top, where your hands are going to be touching it a lot, and even on the inside back in the crevice here, you want to get a good coat. Make sure it stays in place. While these jobs are not really that hard or that difficult to do, they're a pain in the butt to have to go back and redo, because your cleaning process to get all of this mess pulled off is a lot more involved than what we just did. So we're going to allow these to sit. We'll be back on this here in just a little bit, so stick around. All right, let's see if we can get these things to turn black. The good thing about doing this is you don't have to stand on your head. You just kind of put the stuff where you want it to look at it. Alrighty, no longer red, black now. Let's see how it dries out. Maybe we have to put a second coat on it. Alrighty. Now both of them black. Alright, we'll let them dry out. We'll come back to them in a little bit and see how they do. Alright, we have fast forwarded to the next day. The handles have dried out really nice. Good even coat. The adhesion promoter, that's what you got to have. Again, that's a Duplicolor plastic adhesion promoter. Designed to work on bumpers and all these plastic parts of our plastic cars nowadays. But in this case, it does a good job. We're going to go ahead and take the tape off of the pieces here that we polished and cleaned yesterday. And so, as you can tell, this thing here is ready to put back in place. So let's get this one done right quick. The devil's in the details, and taping up something I just don't like to do, but if you don't do it, your result's probably not going to be what you want. Alrighty, and then there's the other one. So got them both ready to go. And in case you missed it, in an earlier post that I had there on Facebook, these are the panels that we're going to put in. Again, this is Misfit Fab out of Drake, Kentucky. Mr. James Mitchell and his wife are the owners, proprietors of this company, and they absolutely do just unbelievable work. So we're going to go ahead and try to hang this thing in place, and then we'll get the door handles put on. Let's see, gotta have some hardware. Key here is taking your time so you don't scratch something. As much as I love using DeWalt, I don't trust myself on this. Alright, we'll leave them all loose until we can figure out what we're doing here with the handle. Okay. All right, as you can see, that's a heck of an improvement from what we had on there. Got the door handle finally mounted. Windshield or side window, better known as the air conditioning. Not a bad outcome at all. Alrighty, we are one step closer to being ready for the Super Nats in September. We've got both door panels put on, went in very easily from the outside, but in light of the fact I've got two different doors on this truck from two different wrecks over its life, it's been a little bit aggravating getting everything to fit up, but that's not Misfit Fab or James's fault. That's the lack of driving ability between me and my dad. So, but nonetheless, we got everything here done. We're ready to go. We got them mounted. Looks a lot better. Talked about earlier in the video about painting these doors, and I'm still kind of out to lunch on that one. I don't know if that's what I want to do. You guys leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Should I paint them to match the burgundy? Should I paint them black to go with this? I like the contrast right now. Maybe I get tired of it, but we're one step closer. We've got a few more things we got to do to get ready, and appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time on my channel. And as always, God bless.